Okay, so now we get to talk about making adjustments to our discretionary spending. And this involves really evaluating your spending players. You need to decide who starts, who's second string, whose salary gets reduced, and who gets kicked off the team. And what's really important to understand about discretionary spending is it does not require the adjustments to be permanent, and it doesn't require them to be absolute. So for example, if you are somebody who likes to have date night every Friday night, and your date night typically consists of going out to a local establishment and spending about $100 on dinner and drinks. Obviously, you haven't been partaking in that for quite some time, but bear with me. Instead of saying, forget date night, we're broke, we can't afford it. I mean, you want to have date night. Date night's healthy, it's good for your relationship. So how about if we just adjust it, okay? So maybe instead of going out, you stay in. And maybe you still don't want to cook, so you order takeout or delivery. And you still want to indulge in some alcoholic beverages. It's Friday and you earned it. So get a bottle of wine or a case of beer from the grocery store and save yourself money there. So your $100 date night goes down to $50. And if you do it every single week, you're looking at a savings of $200 per month. And you're still able to take part in something that's important to you, like date night, okay? You can also decide to give something up temporarily. So for example, my family decided that in 2017, we were not gonna take trips or go on vacation because we wanted to pay down some debt. And so for the entire year, we said no to every weekend trip, vacation, holiday, whatever. Even the weekend trips, you know, you think you're going to visit your brother or your friend or whoever, and you know, $300 to $500 later on gas and food and entertainment. I mean, it adds up. So even when you think it's a cheap trip or a cheap vacation, it costs something, right? And so we gave that up for 2017, and we paid down our debt, and it was awesome. And then we felt like we've really earned our vacation in 2018, and it made it even more special. I have a client who for 2020 decided to give up clothes shopping. She was like, listen, I have plenty of clothes and I just buy clothes because I like them, not because I need them. And I'm gonna see what kind of an impact it makes on my budget for 2020 to cut out that unnecessary spending. And she is amazed at how much additional cash flow she has because of this decision. And she said she's not even missing it. She's actually feeling like she's giving love to clothing that kind of sat in the closet for the last several years. So it's been a win-win experience for her. And I think that's what's really important to understand is that, you know, it doesn't have to be permanent. It doesn't have to be absolute to make a difference. Everything matters. Now, I will tell you that there are some times where we really have to be honest with ourselves about our spending. And if you're one of those people who, for example, has been paying $50 to a gym that you haven't seen the inside of for 8 months, it might be a good time when you're trying to reduce your expenses and increase your cash flow to say, you know what, this is obviously not something that I can commit to right now. So I'm gonna cut it loose and I'm gonna take back that $50 a month. And again, it doesn't have to be permanent. You can revisit the idea of going to a gym down the road. Maybe you decide to go to a cheaper gym before you know, if you don't know if you're gonna be able to commit to it at that point in time. But nonetheless, you gotta be honest with yourself. And if there's something that you're paying for that you're just not using, this would be the time, anytime really, but especially the times where you're struggling and need to increase that cash flow, this would be the time to cut ties with that spending player, okay? The key to adjusting your discretionary spending is understanding that every little bit helps. If you're somebody who likes to pick up a medium coffee Monday through Friday, maybe decide that you're going to get a small going forward. Maybe decide that you're going to earn your special medium coffee and make it a Friday thing. Maybe you need to start your week with your medium coffee, so you make it a Monday thing, and then Tuesday through Friday, you get your coffee at home or at the office, right? Discretionary spending is not an all or nothing concept. Cutting discretionary spending is not an all or nothing concept. And if you think of it that way, you're going to struggle with this. Your mandatory expenses are your starters. Your discretionary expenses are second string, practice squad, and sometimes a one-way ticket to free agency, i.e., you're off the team. And that's an okay decision to make as well. All right, we're almost there. The last adjustment that you can make is to your deductions. And when I say deductions, I'm referring to what gets taken out of your paycheck and put toward your future self. So your contributions to your 401k, your contributions to your HSA, if that's an option, your health savings account. I'm also including the automatic contributions that take place from your checking account on payday. So if you have an automatic funding of your savings account, every paycheck, maybe $200 goes to your savings account, or if you contribute to a Roth IRA, or maybe a 529 plan for your kids' college education, that is an opportunity to reduce. However, this is the last place you should cut. Because as much as it would bring meaningful cash flow to you, right? If you are contributing 10% to your 401k, putting that back into your income is meaningful, right? But it's a double-edged sword because it's taking away your opportunity to build your assets, right? It's taking away your team's opportunity to score. Remember a few videos ago, I talked to you about how assets represent your team's score and liabilities represent the opponent's team's score. Building your assets through a 401k, an IRA, a Roth IRA, a health savings plan, a 529 plan, that's how you increase your score. So when you make the choice to reduce or eliminate your deductions, you're taking that away from your future self, okay? And you're taking away the growth opportunity that investing in your 401k plan has, right? So it is okay to do this. It should be absolutely the last resort. All other cuts from discretionary spending should be done prior to this move. And as soon as you move into a better financial situation, this is the first play that needs to be adjusted back. That is a critical piece to this. If you do decide to stop investing in your future, in your retirement, in your kids' college, in your financial security, your savings account, it has to be the first place that you return to and adjust back. So there you have it. Some halftime adjustments to help you navigate a challenging game. Some possible revisions to your spending playbook. Now I know this is confusing and this is a lot of information. So if you want personalized advice on how to adjust your financial playbook, please reach out to us at info@pulsefinancialservices.net. And please also join me next week. I'm Stephanie Anderson, Certified Wealth Strategist with Pulse Financial Services and your financial coach as we wrap up this series with best practices in play calling. Have a great week and go team!